Well, the best Sooner team ever. I recall watching that on Sports Center. I don't remember what analysts said that, but I think the Houston fans beg to differ. A lot of Sooner fans as well. Sorry for the delay on the video. I know the game was on Saturday. Today's Monday, Labor Day. But I am truly jealous of the casual football fan or sports fan, fanatic, because I just cannot do it. Normally I'll have the videos posted after the game, but this one kind of stuck with me, so figured I'd give it a couple days to cool off, because that was pretty upsetting. I think I was like physically ill watching my Sooners play like that. And not to discredit Houston in any way. They are not what me and I'm pretty sure a lot of Sooner fans thought they were. They're pretty freaking good. Or we're just that terrible. And I'm not a fan to bash on players or on team or on the team or on coaching staff or anything like that, because I really believe that stuff like that can hurt in recruiting, because a lot of kids do watch and pay attention to stuff that the fans say about them or about the team. But I am also a realist, and that performance that the Sooners put forth on Saturday morning at NRG Stadium, it was pretty embarrassing, to say the least. And it should be embarrassing to the players and to the coaching staff. Dakota Austin is one who sticks out in my mind for. I really was excited to see that he was taking the place of Sanchez, and I thought he really stepped in and played his role last year and did his part, and I was really excited to see what he could do for a shorter cornerback. His speed and quickness seemed to be what we needed on the defensive end. But he got exposed, to say the least, in more than a few plays. Parrish Cobb came in and tried to switch it up, put some length on some of the receivers for Houston, and thinking that would make a difference, and it really didn't. The secondary was questionable. The front line, for the most part, held it down. The linebackers, Obo did pretty well on a few plays. The penalties, though, I cannot stress enough how many stupid penalties we made over and over. I remember we had them 3 and out. I believe it was 17-16. We had them 3 and out, and had a chance, an opportunity to get the ball back. And Obo, after the play, it was roughing the passer, I believe it was. I mean, just dumb. Jordan Evans, you gotta be smarter than that. I mean, his penalty was terrible. I mean, the ball's halfway down the field, and he's pushing Greg Ward over. I mean, I could pick us apart if I wanted to on just the stupid plays. Really, the offensive line, God almighty. You talk about not being able to push. You can't even get a yard on 3 and 1. You can't get a yard on 3 and 1. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I cannot. We have a lot of work to do. a lot of work to do. That Houston team was a good team, but we are better than what we put forth for the entire nation to see. And to be ranked number 3 in the country, there's no justification in that ranking. And that, now, obviously preseason rankings don't matter, but for all the love and hype that we've been receiving, which historically, you know, when we're ranked that high, we don't really finish that well. More than a lackluster performance is all I can say. I really thought we were going to utilize Mark Andrews a lot more. We really didn't see him that much. It seemed like Baker just either Mark wasn't open or you know, the play calling. In the first half, we went with the run, and it seemed like the moment Samaje went down, who was for the most part ineffective anyways, we kind of went away from the run and started to panic a little bit, and Lincoln Riley started to call pass play after pass play after pass play, you know, screen here, and to me it was just predictable, and it seemed like his old ways of the beginning of the season of last year, where he would do that, but then we started to, you know, get in the rhythm and our flow later on in the season. Makes me a little bit nervous about Lincoln, because he panics and will stick to play calling, and that is predictable, and they know that, and the defense just pinned their ears back. You know, for the most part it was man to man, and we couldn't get open. I mean, point blank, could not get open. It was very concerning as a Sooner fan, to look forward to the rest of the season, especially when you know, last night I watched Texas play, and even this morning I was watching some of the highlights, and they look pretty good. They look pretty good, and these are the type of teams that we're going to be playing caliber-wise. TCU figured it out, got it going. Baylor, you know, everyone could say whatever they want about Baylor and their situation, the stuff that's going on in the locker room, or, you know, with their head coach, or Browns, but it's still Baylor. They spread you out and they pick you apart. They're I don't want to say a more mature Houston, because that's pretty freaking mature Houston that we played on Saturday. We frankly just got our butts whipped on every play, down after down. Even the ones we won on, it was mistakes on their part. Had they had been in the position to make the play, that game, Sooner fans, could have got a lot worse. Trust me, if Greg had calmed down and threw a couple better balls than what he did, that score would have been a lot more terrible than the little garbage touchdown we made towards the end to make it look like it was a close game. It wasn't a close game at all. That's the truth. Let's see. 3 down. On third downs, we could not get off the field. I mean, that's the money play. That's the money down right there. Third down. We can't get off the field. We could not stop them on third downs. Could not stop them. Like I said, it's concerning, and we have got to get better. We've got to get better. I'm going to support my team no matter what. But it's just not what I expected. I know it's not what a lot of you expected. And if you can't tell, I'm very frustrated. For a lot of people or fans like me, you put a lot of money, you put a lot of time, you know, going on the road to the games or you know, hotel rooms or whatever. We feel like we're invested in our teams, you know, we're faithful to our teams. And when they go out there and they put on a performance like that where you're not proud of that. I don't understand the fan that's, oh, I'm proud of them. They fought hard, they played the best. No, they didn't. They did not. If you think that Oklahoma played the best they can play and they fought hard, they did not. Period. They got whipped up and down the field the entire game. That's not the team that I love and that I support. Period. I don't know what that was. It was an embarrassment is what it was. And they should be embarrassed. The players should be embarrassed. The coaches should be embarrassed. Something has got to change. And I've stuck by Stoops' side for a long time, and I'm not calling for Stoops' heads. I'm not saying that he should be fired. All I'm saying is, let's stop calling him Big Game Bob Stoops until he wins us a big game. Okay? Alabama game. That's a big game. But it's still not a national championship. If you guys are satisfied with, you know, winning 10 games, 11 games, whatever it may be, a season, and not ending it with a championship, something's wrong. I don't want a Peach Bowl ring. I don't want a Orange Bowl ring. I don't want a freaking Sugar Bowl ring. I want a national championship. It's been a long time. And we can do it. Period, point blank. We've got to get it figured out. ULM next week. Should be a scrimmage. Should be a scrimmage. But we will see. And then obviously the game after that, Ohio State. Don't know if it's going to be as hyped up as it was going to be had we had won that game. But it's still going to be a hyped up game. It's Ohio State and Oklahoma. As long as the Oklahoma we know shows up to play. I guess that's all. I'll just be rambling and get more pissed off the more that I think about the performance that we put on the field on Saturday. I will not be doing a video for ULM. Like I said, it should be a scrimmage, so there's not a lot to say about that. But Ohio State, of course, I'll be making something. All the other games I will, except for the Kansas Jayhawks as well. Scrimmage. Not going to waste your time, my time. There's no point for that. But thank you all for watching. Like I said, the first video, comment, like, subscribe. I will always try to comment back. I'm busy with work and other things. You know, I got a family, you know, just like the rest of you guys. So it's hard for me to just right away, but I will always try to make sure I comment back, talk to you guys, get to know you guys. And I thank you guys that have subscribed and continue to watch my videos. This is video number 2, and there's more to come. But Sooner fans, I know you're disappointed just like I am, and you're frustrated just like I am, but you gotta remember this, just like I remind myself every day. We are OU. We are Oklahoma. And we are Sooner proud, Sooner born, Sooner bred. And at the end of the day, you're always gonna catch me, win, lose, tie, whatever it might be, screaming at the top of my lungs, Boomer! And that ain't gonna change. See you later.